Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday. I had to remember because what a weird week this week with the Christmas holiday, right? So it was Tuesday, the 26th of December, 2023. It was a great day of streaming, a great day of fun, a little bit of frustration for me behind the scenes. I had a nice new cardigan sweater to wear, thanks to my wife getting me a very nice Christmas present. As you can see, it's actually cool enough in the office I could actually zip it up again because I was wearing it earlier today and the sun came out and it got so damn hot in here that I had to unzip it for the streams, but now I can actually zip it up again. It's super comfy. So, today was my return day to streams after the Christmas holiday, and it was a fun day. First of all, recapping what we did for Christmas here, talking about my at least initial plans and or initial ideas for what games I should play in January until the new releases hit at the end of the month. And talking about the new Rockstar leaks, which basically confirm everything I've been saying about Rockstar in the last decade and how they basically ditched all of their plans for single-player content to make money on GTA Online instead of actually working on better games. So anyway, very, very big, informative, interesting podcast this morning. I hope you will give it a look. And I really need your feedback in regards to what you think about the games that I am interested in lining up to play for all of you in January. Do you like the ideas? Do you not like the ideas? I want to hear your feedback. And if you don't like the ideas, by all means, please let me know what you would like to see those first 3 to 4 weeks of January, because really the games don't come out till the 26th of January. So I need stuff to do during that time besides just all Baldur's Gate 3, okay? Then we jumped into Baldur's Gate 3, and it was a great stream today. Not what people were expecting. People thought that I was going to go to the Goblin village or city or whatever it is, the Goblin camp. But remember, we were in the pit. We were in the spider cave. So as I'm investigating the spider cave and looting it, I find a giant pit, and the game even gives you like a hint, like, oh, there's something down there. And I was like, all right. So I jumped in it and died. I was like, well, maybe you're not supposed to do it, but it was weird because there was a giant cutscene when I did it. But then as I landed, it said you died. And I was like, that doesn't really make sense. So then someone gave me a hint and said, you have the ability to drink a potion that will give you a feather fall, and then you can jump down there and investigate. So I tried it. It's an entire new optional area of the game. And from what I'm going to understand, you could go there much, much later for the story, or you could do it now because I'm level 4, and apparently level 4 is high enough to tackle this thing. So I went down there, and we fought multiple new kinds of enemies. Minotaurs and freaking crazy 4 tentacled eyeball freaks called not observers. They were called something else, like something that's watching you. I can't remember exactly what it was called. And then after that, we fought another boss. Like basically, it was like crazy fight after crazy fight after crazy fight down there. But the further we delved, we kept finding good stuff. We found a sword that sings. Okay, we got an amazing amulet off of one of the bosses that gave my main character, Darkscale Phil, 2 cool necromancy spells that then we immediately utilized in the next boss fight to cripple the boss for a couple turns. Like, it was actually really fun. I would argue that even though really there wasn't any real story development today, this was actually one of my more favorite streams we had done because I was able to utilize a lot of these new things, these new abilities, this new equipment I was finding to basically tackle what arguably would be considered some tough stuff in the game from what people are telling me anyway. They're saying, yeah, this is actually quite tough, and most people wouldn't do it now. They would leave and come back later to do it, but I'm just doing it now. Because the game says, yeah, you could do whatever you want. You can sequence break, you can play it in any order you want. So I'm playing it, I'm really enjoying myself down there. So it was 3 hours of just exploring, I guess it's called the Underdark, and we just explored the Underdark for 3 hours and had a lot of fun. So, really great stream of Baldur's Gate 3 today. And then, on the night stream tonight, it was Like a Dragon Gaiden, although we had a late start. And the reason we had a late start is because, I'll tell you the story. I'll talk more about it tomorrow morning when I have more information. But in the last week, my printer broke. I had a printer for like 6 years, over 6 years. And it's just very basic printer. Prints, scans, basic stuff. That's all I need. But the problem is I sadly have a few dealings with companies that still to this day will not allow you to do everything online. They make you mail stuff to pay them, which is really stupid. I hate this, but they do that, okay? So I need a printer. And since the printer died, I'm now kind of not able to do the stuff that I need to do right away, which sucks. So I had to order a printer over Christmas week. Of course, it took forever to get here. It gets here. So between the streams, we're talking, I came up here like half an hour early to do this. I hook it up. Okay, it's a very basic printer. I hook it up, and all it says is, there's no software, you got to go to this website. That's it. No instructions, no software, just go to this website. I go to the website, it says, okay, is it plugged in via USB? Yes. Okay, click here, download this software. All right, I'll do that. All right, software is installed. By the way, it's not like programs that you can just run off of your desktop or whatever. I guess it's behind the scenes drivers and stuff. And it says, all right, so once this is installed, you're good to go. Here's how you load the paper, just print. Okay, I go to do it. Printer's busy, will not print. Here's your print queue, it shows you're trying to print. Printer will not accept the job, says it's busy. What does that mean? I tell it to scan. Printer's busy, won't print. I'm looking online, no information whatsoever about this at all, nothing, right? So the funny part is this printer says it works with Windows 7, 8.1, 10, it works with everything. But then when I go to the website, it says, oh, if you want the GUI, G-U-I, you know, the actual software that has all of that interface to make it easy to use, oh, that only works with Windows 10. So you can download drivers, you can get it working with Windows, but if you actually want to have it with ease of use, you need Windows 10. Didn't say that when I ordered it, nor does it say it on the box or anywhere in any of the documentation. Only once you've bought it do you know that. Okay? So I'm like, great. So what do I do? Now, I look at the time. Already the streams were supposed to have started. It took me, you know, an hour of messing with this thing, and I still don't have it working. So I started my Like a Dragon guidance stream late. 2 hours of fun. It was all story today. Like, straight up all story development. Good plot development. Had a good time hanging out with the audience. And in general, I'm liking the game. Now we got into a part of the game where there's these super tough arena fights that you have to do for side stories. So we're going to continue with those. And then we're at the end of chapter 4, I believe. And the game has 5 story chapters. So I'm thinking probably a handful of the streams left for this game. Maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 streams tops. But I'm thinking another week or 2, we're going to definitely wrap up Like a Dragon Gaiden. So good stuff. Good progress. Had fun. And now that I'm done with that, now I'm going to jump over to my PC. And I'm thinking, what could I do to maybe make this printer work? Maybe a restart? Because it didn't say to restart. But maybe it needed a restart. So I guess I'll restart my PC entirely. I'll boot it up. Then I'll try all this again. I'll see if it'll work. Will it scan? Will it print? If it doesn't, I guess it's a piece of shit and it doesn't actually work and I have to return it, which is very frustrating. Now I gotta pack it back up, bring it to like my local Kohl's, have them ship it back to fucking, you know, the company through Amazon. And now I gotta find another one. I have to find a printer that works with Windows 8, that really works with Windows 8, not these assholes who say it does and then it fucking doesn't. So I really don't know what to do at this point. It's really frustrating. I guess we'll find out soon enough. I'll try it and hopefully, you know, what someone suggested, they said, all right, if it's not working, all right, with this PC, could you get it to work with either your laptop or your new mini PC? And I'm like, yeah, but kind of the whole point is this is supposed to be a printer for that PC. That's the PC I do all my business on. I do pay the bills, right? Taxes, all that shit, it all happens there. That's what I need the printer for, that to print from that PC. What I'd have to do if let's say it only works with the mini PC. Great, but now the printer has to be over here, I guess on the floor in the middle of a carpeted room, which isn't good. And I would have to have that PC now set up with all my email addresses. I mean, that PC was just supposed to be a mini PC for gaming. That's all it was supposed to be for. Now I have to have it fucking have all this other shit on it. You know what I mean? Like, and there's no desk over there for me to do stuff there. I'd have to be kneeling in front of my TV on my TV stand with a keyboard like an asshole and, you know, uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. I just want the goddamn thing to work with this PC as it said it did. But so anyway, I apologize if anyone was on that late stream wondering why it started late. That's why. But I actually stayed later as well. I'll see what happens tonight. I don't want to spend too late in here. I'll just do a quick restart of my PC. If that doesn't fix it, maybe I'll mess with it again more tomorrow, like between my streams and stuff. But it just so happens, you know, it just happens to have to be, you know, it has to be this frustrating for me, right? It can't just be something that will work. Everything has to be a project. Everything has to be stressful. It's like, anyway. So, guys, great streaming day today. Tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It's going to be more Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm excited to keep exploring the Underdark. And then it's going to be Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer on the late stream. And I've asked people, like, what would you like to see? Do you want to see more Akimbo Renettis? Are you tired of that? Do you want me to go back to Melee? Because I was actually having tons of fun running around and doing Melee kills. It was really cool. Do you want to see something else? Another build, like another kind of weapon? I will leave it up to the audience to determine. I'm not doing Warzone. Warzone sucks. I tried it last week. I got so bored I didn't even fucking play it anymore. So I'm not doing Warzone. But we'll do some multiplayer for variety. And it should be a great streaming day to end the week. All right? So thank you all. I hope that tomorrow on the podcast we can have more open discussion about the future and what games you want to see for January. and more. All right? Great night, great streaming day. Thank you all. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out. And again, if I didn't see it today, I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope that we can talk about it soon. Thanks, everyone. Peace out. See you in the morning. Bye-bye.